say I haven't spoken in a while because Linda made me come back. Because I'm a blessed man. I'm a Christian man, so to each his own, hey, whatever. But there's one person I look up to, and that's my Lord and Savior. So I want to bless other people, and that's what we do in our business. My company is called New Harvest Ventures. We harvest the field and give back. So it's not about me to where I am today. I'm going to introduce you to some of my team members. Can you get my sister, please?
And Edwin?
And Edwin, yeah. As they're coming in here, you got to understand something. You have to build your team before you build your real estate dream. And I'd be nothing without my team members. I own a real estate company, New Harvest Realty. I'm part owners of a construction company. And I've been in the business for over 15 years. My team and I together have a total of 140 years experience in real estate. It's overwhelming. I'm back up on here again, and I haven't been up here in a while, but when I look, and my number one piece is my wife. She keeps, can you stand up? She keeps me focused. And what's funny with my wife and I, we work together, we drive in together, we eat together, we sleep together, and I go watch the Kardashians and she watches her sports around the break time. I'm just kidding.
He drinks wine, I drink beer. No, it's
I get more pedicures and manicures and my eyebrows waxed, whatever. Anyways, I'm a metrosexual, so whatever. Here we go. We have fun. But again, let's go back to it's about my team. It's about my team. Everyone needs a team. I got a question here. I've flipped hundreds of homes, maybe 500-600 homes. But that doesn't make me better than you guys. I put my pants on the same way. And my dress. Oh, I'm just kidding. Dress. Just kidding. What stays at home, whatever. Okay, anyways. It's about having fun. So how many people, I want to know, how many people here have flipped a home?
Have it or have?
Have. Wow. You have? Okay, good. How many people have rentals? Great,
Nice.
great. So this is like a newbie crowd. How many people think there's still deals out there in Southern California? So how are you getting your deals, can I ask?
You asked about, I think there's deals. There's deals.
Are you
I
getting
haven't gotten
it?
any yet.
Okay, how many are getting deals right now? Is it hard, competitive?
I'm a pro.
Okay. I don't get anything on the MLS unless I'm buying, and we'll go into that. My MLS deals and a lot of my wholesale deals, I hate to say this, but there are great profits in Southern California. For example, I bless other people back like I was saying earlier. So there's 12 nonprofit organizations that I work with. Homeless vets. They serve our country. After 4 years, they're gone and they're out in the streets. Homeless. Homeless.
Women and men.
We have homeless women, women and men. Homeless women of the IE, we help. Drug and rehabs, we help. In San Bernardino County, last year alone, the percentage went up 15% of women over 55 homeless. Why? Because stupid men, they always want to change, something happens. And we have a lot of stupid men where we live. You stay with someone for so long, and I can go over and stuff, but we want to bless them. So we house a lot of them too. So what happens is we have to buy at least 30 rental properties a year to help the crisis of 23,000 homeless people in San Bernardino County. So we try to home at least 200, 100 to 200 is our goal every year. We were on TV. We were on TV for the 1,000 vet.
Housing the
1,000 vet in our property. And I just happened to I'm going to redo this rehab really well. And there was hundreds of people, ABC, everything was there. It was awesome. It was like, good thing, God, you talked to me, made sure I made this house look really nice compared to, sometimes when it's a rental property, we cheese it and make it okay and just, but then I realized it's about blessing others and make it right for him. We even put a TV in there, big flat screen for him, helped him out. What was his name?
Quentin.
Homeless vet. He was homeless. He was on the news. It was awesome. Great guy. He's a truck driver. Also, too, we just bought a 7-plex and a 9-plex, and we're in the process of buying a 10-plex in San Bernardino. And what we do is we move all the drug addict people out, because there are a lot of people that are paying rents $500, $600 a month. We'll walk into the property and check it out. This is a true story. And we open the door, and the mother smoking speed in the closet, and got all crazy on us because the tattooed dad all over the place didn't warn her because he was higher than a cut. So we move all those people out, and then we rent to one of the homeless organizations that help them out, and we rent to them, and we're guaranteed our rents for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So how are we finding these deals? First of all, see my Brody and Cody? Do you think if I'm walking, and they look like little, when I get them all furred up, walking,
Billboards.
people come up to me, oh, you have pretty dogs, can I pet them? And they're all like, yeah. You buy houses and you sell houses. Now we have other shirts, because my wife's one of my #1 realtors, that says New Harvest Ventures and New Harvest Realty. Those dogs made me $350,000. $350,000. How? Because we're walking, oh, and what do you think we have on us all the time?
Cards.
Great job.
Right.
Cards, business cards. We always have cards.
That's
You gotta
right.
have cards.
Yes.
Look
Yes.
at my whole, let's see, Paul doesn't have it. Mindy has it on hers. I always have every shirt. My wife's like, do you own a shirt that doesn't have New Harvest?
That's all right.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Where's Edwin at?
Edwin's out in front. You want me
Could
to?
you get Edwin, please? Because I want to introduce you before I start. It's about marketing, right? Now, remember, I spend $10,000, $15,000 a month marketing sometimes. And then we buy ugly houses for cash and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars marketing. And then I have buddies that spend $50,000 a month marketing. How do you guys compete? How do you compete against them? And there's more people that invest more money, mail outs and things in that nature. So let's think outside the box. What do you think are the top 5 animals people love? Dogs.
Cats.
I don't even know what that is. Okay.
Yeah,
Cats.
You're right.
Penguin.
Horses.
Horses,
Believe it or not.
elephants,
Yeah.
cows.
Yeah.
Lions.
Mm.
Tigers.
Tigers.
And bears.
Oh my! But those are the ones. So a lot of times, you have to think outside the box, like the speaking pieces. Like, you know, I have my dogs. Even on my postcards, they say top dogs in Inland Empire. And how many times have we got calls that said, I called you because your dogs are so cute. You know, and it's like, and you know what? And we'll go in there and I can talk over and over on that. But at the end of the day, these dogs are making some money, and I'm going to show you to spend little money and to get your own deals. Okay, is that okay with you guys?
Let's go.
But before I do that, back there is Edwin.
Hi, Edwin.
Edwin takes care of my books, because remember, as we're flipping 10, 15 houses, every house has a book. And that book goes to the accountant, from gas to every house of mine has an alarm, from utilities to the contractors that we're working with, and from the insurance on it to everything, so it stays there, it goes exact, and we have that book. So Edwin takes care of a lot of my county, plus he looks at a lot of our deals too. Where's Paul now?
Paul's out there.
Jeez, guys.
He was saying.
My sister takes,
Hi.
Albie.
How are you? I still keep working.
My sister's retired, but I pull her out like Glenda pulls us out to do this again. Because you know what, I'm the real deal. It's not easy. I don't have a job because if you love real estate, you love your job. Like people say retire. Okay, so I go around the world 10 times with my beautiful wife, my arm candy. I'm her arm candy. Anyways. And then what do I do? Like, I want to work forever. Like, really. I mean, it's not like I'm lifting tools. It just numbers and keeps me sharp and blessing others. As long as I continue, because I don't want to leave like, hey, all this money in the, no, I want to help other people. That's what this business is all about. And this is where a lot of people try to, like, you know, if you're driving a Lamborghini and doing this business, that's fun. But who cares? I'd rather have rental properties. I'd rather bless other people, because I know there's an end to my life and where I want to go. Okay? Paul Wilkins, my cousin over here, one of my mentors. Paul, can you come up here?
You just said a book.
Paul had just opened it, just got a book out. When did it come out? Yesterday. I can do real quick spiel about your book.
company I work for and I'm a partner in is called Approved Inheritance Cash. We're a finance company during the probate process, so if you ever come across somebody needs cash for keys or an administrator that needs money to fix up the house and sell it for a better price, come to us. You don't have to put money out of your pocket, we'll put it out of our pocket, okay? Also, I love helping people with advice and just giving you some direction, okay? That's what our business is, and a lot of the calls we get are just inquiries, but I can, you know, again, I believe like Anthony, he's been my mentor as far as, you know, helping other people. And I've gotten into some of the projects he's gotten into thanks to his advice. But I'm happy to do that for you. And we have we have money, we have the information, we have time. So stop by and take a look.
Paul, real quick, how many probate deals have you done?
I've looked at like over 10,000.
Wow.
I'm old, see? Yeah. But yeah, I look at 50 deals a month.
You've done over 10,000
You do it for
transactions.
20 years, 50, you know, it's a lot, so.
So
And a lot of out-of-state deals too, so we're not just limited in California.
So if you want to come by our table and pick up one of these books, they're awesome. I'm in it, so is Linda. Anyways, guys, marketing made simple.
There we go.
Marketing made simple. I want to save you some money, okay? And I better turn it on. Yeah, it's not working. And there we go. Leads, leads, leads. You need leads to survive. Leads are the life and blood. Ooh, my God, this is a new clicker, guys. Bear with me. Leads are the life and blood of any investment operation. Without leads, there's no deals. Could you guys see this right here?
Yes.
Could you all read it together, please?
The most
Okay, right now, go.
The most profitable deals will be ones where only you know about the deal, i.e. when you produce the lead yourself.
Right? Why? Because we got a lot of people teaching how to wholesale, and they want to make as much as the end buyer. They want to make 25, 30,000, 15,000, and they want me to make only $25,000 on the flip. And they're not taking into consideration that something can go wrong with me as far as something I didn't see or something I didn't catch. Even though I have the team, every time I do a rehab, I've never came in with my numbers or lower. They're like $3,000, $4,000 over, but I accept them. How long does a house take to flip in Southern California?
6 months?
2 months? With rehab and everything?
Depends on how much money you have to do.
So you buy the house, you have 14 days to pick up the house, even if it's cash. Right? Let's say you do 7 or 14, right? And then you have my rehabs. Now remember, I'm picking up the most, and I pull permits on everything. So I do permits, everything, and I put new windows, and I make that because I can come in, my numbers are so low that I pretty much tear the house apart and start over again, okay? So what I'm looking at is my average flip to get it back on the market is probably a month and a half.
Wow.
Because but sometimes it's a month, but you gotta remember to get it back in the market, they're just, you remember on windows, I'm buying a house with no roof. Remember something, the market I chase is for the end buyer is the first time home buyer.
Right.
I never go above, because if this market crashes, our president says something more stupider than some of the stuff does, but anyway, that's just besides the point. Something can happen, and then I could rent that out.
Where's
And I
your
just don't make a
uncle
problem.
that's the construction guy?
So my thing is, you gotta be careful, okay? And I only go after that market because I can rent it. I can bless someone else and rent it until something changes. So I see, that's my niche. Now remember, I do Orange County sometimes, but I'll do Pasadena once in a while, but it's the 605 all the way to Palm Springs, and then I go down to Hemet, Temecula, up and that, come all the way, and I go to the high deserts. I go Apple Valley, up in that area. I don't go to, I go to Victorville. There's certain places I don't go to because, I could travel my places at nighttime.
Palmdale?
I don't do that area, I don't come out this way. There's great deals. I say the IE only.
You
Well,
do
how-
Santa Barbara?
Actually, when I had students, I did, but that wasn't my money, because it was their money, and I helped them flip properties. So-
So flipping the coast like Santa Barbara and.
I won't do that, I
Those
just,
places are just.
I only come up here to
insane,
visit
right?
Linda and then just to relax
Yeah.
and get away from our
Too much
113
money, right?
weather.
There's not enough spread.
Yeah, to me, there is if there's bigger profits.
Yeah.
But I don't like, I need to get in and out. So my return on my properties are anywhere from 12 to 15% in and out. I'm only making 30, 40,000, that's why I'm flipping so many properties. But one property I have right now, I bought it 2 years ago, it barely closed 2 months ago. I bought it for 320, 340, I don't remember what.
Which property?
340, and it's worth 780. And we only have to put 150 into it.
And when you go do these flips, do you actually live on the property during the flipping period?
Me?
Yeah, in an RV.
Me in an RV?
You can't get.
Whatever, girl, that ain't gonna happen, there's no
Just
magic.
extra
No,
stuff, so
no,
it's not happening.
no, no, no,
How
no.
do you flip and move around that?
Because of the fact I have a team. Remember I said build a
Okay, so
team?
you
But
build
I
a team.
check every property. So like so I have my nephew Milo or Edwin. We go certain days of the week and we go check on every property. So if I'm running 10 properties, hey, we're coming to Pasadena, then we'll go down to Hemet, and then we'll go all the way. Our whole day is just staying in the car. We'll go up to Apple Valley, we'll go to Victorville, we'll come back, we'll go down to Riverside, we'll go down to Redlands. But sometimes we'll break it up,
Yeah.
but we check. We'll just like, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Mr. Deeds where that guy just showed up. Right next to him, the butler. That's how we are. We show up to see if anyone's doing drugs or drinking in our rehabs. Because remember, our contractors hire subs, right? Or hire other handymen or whatever they have.
And
So
your
we're all
area's
showing up.
chock full of drug dealers
And you just gotta be
and
careful.
homeless.
Because you gotta remember how many here trust contractors? Is there any contractors in here? What's the first three initials in contractor? Ooh, oops, I didn't say that, you did. Cons. We gotta be careful. And I only remember I have 5 different companies, and I give only contractors only 2, 3 deals to do and to fix up. Because I don't put all my chips in on one contractor. Well, let's go over. So this is the most profitable. Bring them to yourself. How are you gonna bring them to yourself? Come on. I'm sorry, guys. The new system here is bugging me. Go over this real quick. Okay, here we go. Driving for dollars. Driving for dollars. Just drive different areas. When you're coming home from work, drive different areas. See boarded up houses, grass, talk to the neighbors, see who owns it, could be anybody. But drive for dollars. You can leave them find vacant, abandoned looking properties, older neighborhoods, look for boarded up window, overgrown grass, code enforcement. Code enforcement even if you bought a code enforcement property, it could just be grass. That's what a lot of us don't understand. They're just little things. Don't be afraid of code enforcement. Houses like this. You can find the, this is, I don't know what's going on with this thing today. It's Milo, I'm gonna blame him. It's probably, you can find the owner using tax info, mailed in letters. You can also get lists of other people. Now remember, you can, if you get on, let's see, property radar, you can find lists that way and just mail out. Now be careful with the mail outs. You have to do it right because that's only 1%, 2% return on mail outs. You gotta be careful. You gotta hit this place, let's say Pomona, then this address, this zip code. Then you go to the next one, then you go to the next one. Then 3 weeks later, you gotta come back. You gotta keep hitting it. Keep hitting it, keep hitting it. I know when I buy a house, there'll be like 5, 6 of those. Hey, just come in and I just throw them away. I don't look at them, I just throw them away. And then the yellow letters, we're gonna go over that. Well, let's see if this can work. Mailers come in all forms. Back in the days, when I do a lot of yellow lettering, when it was working really good, I used to use people in the rest homes. for ladies that still had a mind, I always try to bless people. And I pay them cash, because they're on their social security or whatever, so I let them write it. But it kind of got, after a while, it kind of hurt me, because I go there and they're dead, just like that. And it was like, hi, how you doing? Oh, Anthony, blah, blah. Bring my dog, whatever, you know what I mean? And then like, their kids just left them there. And it sucks. So these are a lot of ways we do stuff. Yeah, I was in a couple books. That's also good that I do and I give out. This is right here, one-stop shop for us. New Harvest Ventures, we buy houses. But this is our motto. Hey, you're losing your house. Let's see what we can do. And 90% of the time we go in and we don't even talk about the house. We talk about their family. We talk about the dogs on the wall, their aunts, whatever. And then we finally get into the conversation. And that's what I teach. I have a boot camp that I'm coming November 8th, 9th, and 10th, and we'll go over it. But I'll show you how to work with that person. Because they're going to like you or they're not going to like you. And you got to look professional. And remember, you're not better than anybody. Because I don't know how many here, but a lot of people have lost their houses. It wasn't fun back in 2007, 2008. Even though I was making money then, but it wasn't fun because a lot of people got crazy and tried to come back to the house and stuff like that. One of my houses on the corner, we buy houses for cash. It sits there. I get a call almost every other day in the San Bernardino area. My trailers, we buy houses for cash. Now I'm going to show you some of the market materials that I use. Folders. I have a bunch of folders. These are kind of expensive, but a lot of times I'll give them to students or what have you. It's like, oh, you remember that guy? What have you.
You guys have good swag.
Shirts. I always tell my guys or my girls, go to the gym. If you're at the gym or whatever, if you're wearing this, and they come up to you and talk to you and make a call, just give them your name. You get $500 cash to $1,000, depending if I close the deal or not. So I have a lot of my nephews at the gyms wearing this too. This I love because I have a lot of nephews going to college too. And since we're in LA and the traffic is 100 miles an hour on a Friday coming home,
Bumper to bumper.
what's in the back of their bumper? And I pay them like $50 a month to put it there, or $25 a month. I'll do that, Uncle Anthony. And I was like, the other one starts going to college. Uncle Anthony, did I get that deal the same thing as Vanessa gets? I said, and then if a deal comes from that, hey, I seen a little white Camry one. It's like, and then I blessed my little niece with our nephew for $500, $1,000, like cash for them. Don't tell your mom. So that's a lot. That's like a really good marketing for me and stuff like that. Again, my dogs, as we said, and then being on TV, veterans gets home through us and stuff like that. Simple things like this, they don't cost a lot of money. Hand them out.
When you buy houses for cash with people who have lost their home or losing their home, do they ever ask you to split the profit once you bought it?
Split the profit
Split the
because
profit.
I bought it.
Because you've got a spread, right, of 10, 20, 30%.
Okay, remember, what happens? I'm helping people that are 6 months, 7 months behind on payments, right?
Right.
So I'm going to eat that. Plus, I'm eating all the escrow.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to pay anything. So if it was just you and me, I'd say, hey, listen, you need a roof. You need appliances. Your house is not going to be financed through the bank. It has to be a cash offer.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you think your house is $500,000 because that's what Redfin says. Well, and then we have an iPad that we walk through the house. We've already pulled comps because before we there, and there's like 3 of us that go there. And we say, I don't want to strong arm you at all, but at the end of the day, your house is going to go to auction pretty soon and stuff like that. So let us help you. Now, but if there's a good spread for them and they have time, then we're going to bless them and bring in her to sell their house and put it on the market. Okay, and then we let the bank know, hey, we're putting it on the market to sell them, and then maybe she just makes her commission, and we make nothing pretty much. Or I'd say, hey, it's not going to sell. Look, I got to put 60 into this house. I want to make at least $30,000. You're going to be walking away with almost like $90,000, $100,000. So they have money into the house. It's not like they're not upside down. Maybe a drug addict's son that mom left him and he just did drugs the whole time and he never paid taxes or something. You know what I mean? But we got to be careful there because the banks are smart. You know what I mean? And they'll tell you that. But a lot of times the house is free and clear. So you gotta remember, I have a wholesale division too, that we have 6 guys, they probably make a total of 1,200 calls a day. And get called every name in the book. And I have girls also calling. That doesn't work that well when they're talking, is Julio there? Who's that? You know, the wife's already thinking cheating, so it's one of the things. Envelope openers. Everyone needs one. Hand sanitizers. You know what I mean? There's germs anywhere, and it fits right in your pocket. My sister gave us this one, Bunko. So who plays Bunko? Old people or young people or like good-looking old people?
Both.
Good looking old people.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you.
So this is to tell you their scores, right? So we give them to all the Bunko ladies and all my mother-in-law's bingo ladies and all the stuff. And then we even have daughters with our names on them. New Harvest, and they, can your son-in-law give me a new daughter? That's fine. And then, how many of us wear sunglasses? We all do. How many have sat on your sunglasses?
How many forget they're on your head?
Visor. Visor. We buy houses for cash. Sits there all the time. Because there's so many. Here you go. Since you have sunglasses.
What percentage of your profits do you spend on marketing?
Wow.
Varies.
It varies per month. In fact, you gotta remember, is how long is real estate? Okay, so it's 12 months, right? When's real estate kicking butt?
Maybe while the sun's shining in the spring.
So who buys homes, and they still do, but who actually, in my type of world that I'm going after for the end buyer, first time buyers, are buying houses in October, November, December?
Investors.
Yeah, we are, for the following year, right? So to sell them right there, that's not really a good profit. Then who's buying houses in January, February? Because again, who am I going
We'll put
after?
it off at Christmas.
Right? But why do we wait till March? What happens in March? Tax season, then I can buy my house. So there's a lot of, I believe real estate in my world is 7 months, and the rest, like we'll pick up 10 houses at the end of the year, and they'll sit and we'll start doing the rehabs or what have you and get them going for the following year. And we'll put them on the market, and they'll sell a lot of times because my houses sell because I don't chancy anybody out at all. I bless, if I'm gonna get a blessing from this person and we helped them out and they're not homeless, then I'm gonna bless the next person. And if it comes in 5,000, I don't over-evaluate my home. If it's 310 and people, oh, you can get 325, 330. So if I go after that number, then I'm not gonna probably get it. So if I go 310 and I get 320, then we gotta remember, I hope it appraises. Because appraisal people are rough nowadays with you. So you gotta be careful. Not every house is appraised the way you think.
Sometimes in the face.
When I'm at Starbucks or something, little stickers. Now see these stickers and these stickers? I sponsor over 20 girls softball teams, girls basketball teams, with our high school football teams. So out when they run out, it says, where is this from here? Do we have it?
Which one?
The banner?
Oh, it's over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says, we buy houses for cash. Could you go get it? And let's see how green it is. And it's green. And I'll give that team $500, $1,000, and it'll sit all year. Baseball teams for Rancho Cucamonga, and the outfield, the home run fence, it has me there.
Car washes.
Car washes. Also, too, in Rancho Cucamonga, where it's Red Hill Park, where they exercise, and they're walking.